Welcome to Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants. I'm your host, Ginger T. Rex. Today, my guest is Pat Keene, and she's joining us for a third season from the Artichoke Cafe and Farina Pizzeria. Now, last time she was on this show, she made a French dish, potato leek soup, that was so yummy. And today she's going to make a dish from her restaurant, Farina Pizzeria, and I can't wait to see what it is. But first, let's go take a look at the restaurant.
Great food, wine, friends, and fun all come together at the Artichoke Cafe. This fine restaurant offers a robust menu and an extraordinary dining experience. You'll know you're in the right place from the moment you walk through the door. The upscale ambiance is chic, yet charming and inviting, and the service impeccable. Executive Chef Pat Keene and her husband are passionate about providing the best of everything to their guests. Their seasonal menu offers a mix of French, Italian, and creative American dishes that all start with the finest and freshest ingredients. The Artichoke Cafe's passion and dedication to wine has earned the Wine Spectator Award for Excellence every year since 2005. For lunch or dinner, count on an enjoyable and memorable dining experience time and time again at the Artichoke Cafe. Well, Pat, I think one of the joys in the lives of every one of our viewers should be to come to the Artichoke Cafe and enjoy a great meal, because it's really terrific.
Well, thank you.
And thanks for having us back this year.
It's my pleasure.
It's wonderful to be here. Tell us a little bit about the Artichoke Cafe.
Well, my husband Terry and I opened the Artichoke. It's going to be almost 22 years now that since we opened, and we call ourselves casual fine dining. It's really nice, fresh food. In fact, I think some of the best the city has to offer. But it's in a relaxed, casual bistro atmosphere, so it's not stuffy. So that's how I would describe it.
And the opportunity to explore, if you will, a lot of different kind of foods is really fun here too. For instance, you're having
what this is on our lunch menu. It's a Greek lamb salad, and which is Mediterranean. We do a lot of Mediterranean. We use French cooking techniques, but we do a lot of Italian, Mediterranean. We even do some Asian food. So we have a lot of flexibility as to what we can do here, and I like that. We're not pigeonholed into one kind of cuisine.
And I can tell you that the salmon here is incredible. I love the scallops wrapped in bacon.
Right.
One of my favorites on the menu.
Well, we do salmon differently every day. We always have it on the menu, and what I love about it is we change the preparation every day. So it gives you a chance to, if you love salmon, just have a different dish every time you come.
And it's always a treat with the artichoke appetizer and the 3 different dipping sauces you have here. I'm addicted to the raspberry.
Right.
I think it's just awesome. It's really
We've
incredible.
had that on the menu since we opened, and it's not going to change. It's always going to be there.
Good to know that. And you have a new addition now to the Artichoke Cafe family, Farina's Pizzeria. Tell us a little bit about Farina.
Well, Farina is conveniently located right across the street from Artichoke. So now we have 2 restaurants within walking distance of each other. And it's really filled a great niche for us because it's a little bit lower priced, more casual. It's very Italian. It's gourmet pizza with other Italian specialties. And it's a very lively atmosphere. It gets noisy at times because it's always so busy, but it's a lot of fun. Our customers really do like it. We have people that come to both restaurants regularly.
I know I've told everybody that's within shouting distance of me how great the pizza is there, and our crew loves the pizza at Farina's. So it's definitely a place that you want to try. And
right.
I'm going to dig in here in a minute. I also have a prickly pear
mojito. Yes.
That I'm going to be sampling here too.
That's
and
right.
I think with that, it's time to get you on the road. And hey, Ginger, are you all ready to have Pat come down and start cooking with you?
Well, Richard, I'm ready. So send Pat down here. Pat, come on down and let's get cooking. But before we do that, we're going to take a quick break.
Hi, I'm Mike Williams with Builder Source Appliance Gallery. Welcome to today's show. We're going to be cooking in our fine Sub-Zero Wolf kitchen today, featuring Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is all about the fit and the finish, with nice cabinetry in the front that just allows the refrigerator to blend right into the kitchen cabinetry. But you have under-counter refrigeration products that allows you to have much more countertop space that gives you a lot of room either in a single refrigerator or even refrigerator drawers. We also feature Wolf Cooking, which is the finest cooktop on the market today. All cooktops give you good BTUs on high, but few of them give you the control that you have with Wolf on low simmer. And all chefs we know love Wolf Cooking. Wolf ovens give you the finest controllability inside the oven with dual convection. You'll find all of the Sub-Zero Wolf products in our displays in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Las Cruces, and now in El Paso.
Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is brought to you in part by Sub-Zero Wolf Appliances, leaders in refrigeration and cooking.
We are cooking in a Sub-Zero Wolf kitchen in Albuquerque at Builder Source Appliance Gallery. And my guest today is Pat Keene, owner and chef at Farina Pizzeria and also the Artichoke Cafe.
That's right.
Of course. And last time you were on the show, you made a delicious potato leek soup. I really enjoyed that.
Right, right.
But you have a little bit of a twist. This is a Southern Italian dish that you can get in
That's
Farina.
right. At Farina, we're mostly known for our pizzas and our salads and antipastos, but we also do specials, and we try to keep them Southern Italian as much as possible. And this is a classic Southern Italian dish. This is chicken cacciatore.
Chicken cacciatore.
Chicken braised in wine and tomato sauce.
All right.
And the nice thing about chicken cacciatore is you can use, because you're braising, we can use an inexpensive cut of chicken.
Okay.
Here I have chicken thigh, bone-in chicken thighs.
Yeah, you can see the little bone, and and you don't
skin on.
You don't always see that.
Right.
Everybody gets in the habit of buying the boneless, but you said it has a little more flavor.
Yeah, if you're buying it fresh, which I tend to do, and I would take the one with bone, because while you're braising it, the flavors from the bones will be infused into your sauce.
Okay. Now that you say
this is a long cooking dish. We're going to try to speed it up a little today for television, but yeah, I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Well, you say words like braised and cacciatore, and some people that inflicts a little fear, a little kitchen fear, but this really is a user, like an average person could make this.
Oh, yes.
It's a friendly dish, and you can find this recipe on southwesthotchefs.com, and these ingredients are not hard to find. They're simple ingredients.
It's all very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. While we don't want to turn the chicken until they've been in the pan, and it's a pretty hot pan, you can see. We have it on high.
Yeah.
And we want to get them nice and brown, brown them on the other side. But also, both sides we've salt and peppered. This is black pepper. I always like to use freshly ground pepper. We'll turn the chicken now.
Okay.
In the real world, we probably want it a little browner and crispier than this.
And you know what you're doing, because I was in Farina last night.
Right.
I took my daughters in, and the man that helped us said, I said, can you recommend a dessert? We went in for dessert, because we'd already had dinner, and it was packed.
Right.
And such a cool environment. I mean, it really, you get in there and you go, it's hip, it's fun, it's very lively.
Yes.
Everyone's got these amazing pizzas stacked 2 by 2 on their table, and they're sharing them family style. But what was interesting to me is how busy it was. You probably need to knock that brick wall down.
Well, we're actually considering adding a private dining room on the other side of that wall when the tenants move out of that space. So
yeah, I'm sure people.
It could happen in the next year.
Wow, that'd be great. Wow.
Right.
So more people can enjoy food at Farina.
Okay, so the next step is we're going to remove the chicken to a separate plate. And just set it aside and let it rest. It doesn't have to be fully cooked, because remember, it's going to go back in the pan.
So we just browned it.
You just want it browned.
Okay. All right.
But it doesn't have to be fully cooked.
Okay.
It'll fully cook when we're at the braising stage.
Okay.
Which is...
Let me know when we're braising, because I'm still not clear on that.
I will, because that's very important.
All right.
Okay, so now we're adding our chopped onion chopped cremini mushrooms. They're cut in quarters. And we wipe them clean first. You don't rinse them. You just wipe them off with a damp rag.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's right. Because you don't want your mushrooms can get soggy.
Yeah.
But what I like about these mushrooms is when you saute them, they have a real nice earthy flavor that they add to the dish.
Yeah.
They have much more flavor than white mushrooms. And they're Italian.
Yeah.
And this is Italian.
I like the texture too, they're a little firmer.
Right. Then we have some chopped garlic. Southern Italian food always has garlic.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Wow, and that smell is wonderful.
Yeah. Onions, garlic, mushrooms. Can't get much better than that.
No, you can't.
Okay, then we want to make sure the pan is nice and hot. And once this is really kind of tossed around and absorbing all the good olive oil in there, we're going to deglaze the pan with red wine.
Okay.
And what deglazing does is it picks up all the bits of chicken, browned chicken in the pan that were created in the browning process and incorporates it into the dish.
So it releases them and it becomes
releases
part of the sauce.
them and becomes part of the sauce. It adds to the sauce.
Okay.
And what after we add the wine, we want to let it reduce probably, by about half and let the alcohol cook off. Now we're going to add some chicken stock. And then we're going to add some chopped tomatoes. And use the juice also, because we want a lot of liquid in here.
Can you get this in the can if you're making this at home?
Yes, this is absolutely canned.
Okay.
I like to just buy a nice high quality tomato.
Okay.
But if you're a gardener and you can your own tomatoes, by all means. Don't use fresh tomatoes though.
Okay.
Because it just doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
They have to be canned or preserved. If you put up your own tomatoes, that's fine too.
And you can go to the artichokecafe.com and see this tutorial again if you want to watch Pat make it and get a little more help than just reading the recipe. And the recipe's on our website.
Right. Now at this point in time, we're going to add some of our fresh chopped herbs. That's a little bit of Italian parsley.
Okay.
And here I have fresh thyme and sage. The more herbs you put in a dish, the more variety, the nicer the flavor is going to be.
I agree.
Okay, so at this point in time, we have everything in the dish that's going to be in there. We put in our herbs, our tomatoes, our wine, our chicken broth, seasoned it with a little more salt and pepper. Now's the time to put your chicken back in.
And now the chicken needs to cook completely and simmer with the sauce.
That's right.
All right,
so we want to submerge it into the sauce. That's the other. You want to make sure it's covered.
Okay, and while it does that, we're going to take a break while that cooks, and when you rejoin us, we're going to plate it and taste it. Thanks for rejoining us. I'm still with Pat Keene, owner and chef of Farina Pizzeria and the Artichoke Cafe. If you want to see the kitchen we're in, the Sub-Zero Wolf Kitchen, we're at Builder Source Appliance Gallery, and you can come down and see this kitchen for yourself. So we still haven't gotten to the thing that I don't know about, which is braising.
Okay, good time to talk about that. So this chicken has been magically cooking for at least an hour or longer, and it's been braising. So what is braising? Braising is cooking meat, mostly. I guess you could do it with other things, but it works better for meat. And usually lower end cuts of meat in liquid. So braising is cooking for a long time in liquid at a low heat.
Okay, because it was in there for about 45 minutes.
Well, really an hour would be.
An hour.
To get the sauce this nice and thick.
Yeah.
See how nice and rich it is?
Yes.
You could just see little bits of tomato, but it's broken down and created a really nice sauce.
Oh yes, because our chicken wasn't cooked all the way through.
That's
we just
right.
browned it,
That's
and
right.
then the liquid cooked it completely.
And at this point, it's really kind of falling off the bone.
Yeah. Which is so yummy.
Tender.
Yeah.
So that's what braising does.
Okay.
And a pot roast would be a braising. When you make pot roast?
Yes.
That's a braising method too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I braise.
That's
Who knew?
right.
Oh, you
That's it.
demystified, and I feel kind of bigger.
Right. Now also, we were talking about how this was cooked, not just tomatoes, but wine and chicken broth.
Yeah.
And what kind of wines you would want to eat drink with this dish.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, a great Chianti would be really good. We have a really nice wine list at Farina. We have a great wine by the glass program where Stu, who is our wine sommelier, finds great deals, and some of them are as little as $5 a glass. But we also have a reserve list for people that really like good wine.
They have a good palate for it, and they appreciate
they're
it.
really priced well too.
Yeah.
So
some people should just pay the $5 because they don't have the palate to appreciate
Well,
it,
they're
but
good.
others that have
That's
the
what I drink.
sophisticated. Well, that's good. So you can't. So don't feel embarrassed if you go into the Artichoke Cafe or Farina Pizzeria and say, ask your server, because they all seem so knowledgeable.
yeah.
What would you pair with
Right.
this? Here's what I want to eat. What
That's
would
right.
you suggest?
yeah, they're trained to be able to recommend wines that go with our food.
They're all really well trained. They're all so smart and good looking. I'm not really sure what the
that's
thing
nice.
is that's going on, but you go into Farina and you go, everyone in here is gorgeous. I mean, the customers, the servers, and you go, I've got it. I'll be back. I'm going to go
Eating
dress
good
up a
food
little
makes
more.
you good looking. I
Maybe.
think.
Oh, yeah, that could be it.
Glow from the inside out.
That could be it. Okay, so
Well,
let's.
are we ready? Are we
Yeah, I
ready
wanna
to
try it.
dish it up?
do
okay,
it.
so I have some whole wheat pasta.
Whole wheat pasta.
Again, it's been pre-cooked, tossed in a little bit of olive oil.
Okay.
And I love whole wheat spaghetti. I don't know if you've tried that at
I
home
have,
with
yeah.
your kids yet.
I
but
make it with my kids.
We use this with our spaghetti and meatballs at Farina too, and it's just so tasty. It has a nice kind of little nutty crunchiness. But a serving would be either, depending on your appetite, 1 or 2 pieces of the chicken over the pasta,
Okay.
and just a lot of nice sauce and mushrooms.
Oh, I can't wait to try this.
And then sprinkle it with a little Parmesan.
Chicken
Garnish
cacciatore
it.
is something I never would have attempted. I mean, to be honest with you, but after watching you, I think I could pull this off. And if you go to southwesthotchefs.com, you can find this recipe.
That's right.
Or theartichokecafe.com, you can watch, and you can watch it on YouTube. You can watch our videos and
Yeah, we have
try to do
links.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try it. You can try it too if you want. I don't know if I need the
I'll let
knife.
you
It
do
just falls off
It
the
really
bone.
does. I gave you a knife, but really, it just really does fall
I
off.
don't think I even need it. Okay, then spaghetti's not great date food. Not that we're on a date, but
Just stab a mushroom, though. You have
we
to have
go.
one of the mushrooms.
yeah. Oh, I love mushrooms. That's amazing flavor. Complex, but you can taste the wine, the Parmesan, the onion. It's really subtle, but there's so much going on. And the chicken is completely just tender,
Yeah.
delicious.
It's real
Wow.
comfort food.
Yep. Thank you.
You're
Thanks for making that for
welcome.
me. Can't wait to try it for
pleasure.
myself at home.
Okay.
When I have friends come in from out of town, family, we always go to the Artichoke. It's a great place to celebrate special occasions.
Well, they say the third time is the charm, and this is the third time the Artichoke Cafe and Farina have joined us on
That's
Southwest.
right.
I'm so glad you came back.
Oh, I am too. It was fun.
It was fun.
It's
The
getting a
food
little
is-
easier every time.
Yeah,
too.
we're getting a little, we're getting to know each other pretty well. It's getting really comfortable.
Right. Yes, and I just want to remind everybody to come down and see us at the Artichoke Cafe in Farina. We're on the corner of Central and Edith in the Edo neighborhood. We have private dining rooms at the Artichoke. We may soon have one at Farina too. We got our fingers crossed.
That'd be
But
cool.
that'll happen this year. So
That'd be
we also
cool.
do catering. So they can come and eat at the restaurants, or we can come to them.
Yep, try it out. And if you want to try out the recipes we made on today's show, go to southwesthotchefs.com. And please join us again next week for another delicious episode of Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants. My guest today is Pat Keene with the Artichoke Cafe and Farina Pizzeria. Last time she was on the show, she made a delicious prosciutto. I can't say that word. Prosciutto. Prosciutto.
3, 2, 1.
Wait a minute. It's a dish from Farina Pizzeria. And stuff like that. Welcome to Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants. Was weird? Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Was this weird? Sorry. I got a weird hand motion. Just kidding. All right.
Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is brought to you in part by Heritage Hotels and Resorts, your somewhere special. Robin West, an independent stylist for Stella & Dot Jewelry. Via Miriam Coffee, the official coffee of Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants. and Builder Source Appliance Galleries, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Las Cruces, and El Paso. Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is produced by Cliff Dweller Productions.